2.
All a matter of perspective.
Yeah. All right. So again, just 3 from this semi-final. We'll introduce them to you in just a moment. The second semi-final.
So Tommy Boudet was
on the text line. Where are we here? Florian says, Matthew, will you come to the Glagla?
I think so. I actually got an email yesterday from the organization. It sounds like I will be covering the Glagla race. That will be end of January. Let's move on to semi-final number 2. We saw Jianhua Fan from China. Here's Hu Luo from China as well. Vicente Tortajada from España. We've got from Thailand. Dulianai Saeung. Yeah. Here's from Japan with a sexy goatee, Seiji Kashiwagi. Georgios Frakos, impressive in the long distance the other day. From Greece, Angel Ruiz. From Spain, Tomas Lelovic, the new sprint world champion, looking determined there. From Slovakia. Apologies. Ooh. Nimrod Nia representing the ICF. Here's Jongsig Jang from Korea. Bart Jansegers from Belgium. And here's Derek Cross from Australia.
So an interesting field here. No out-and-out favourite, I wouldn't have thought, in this race. Just follow-up question for you, Florian. You've asked if Matthew will come to the Glagla. Do you want him there? Because if you don't, just let me know, and I'll make sure that he's not there.
Oh yeah, maybe they might not even sign up. Oh, that's Matthew again.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Exactly.
All right, some big names, some very big names. Only 3 spots for the NA final. Who's going to get it between Tomas Lelovic, Angel Ruiz, Georgios Frakos, Seiji Kashiwagi,
Angel, of course.
Nimrod Nia.
Angel Ruiz from Spain.
Don't say Angel, say Angel. Angel Ruiz on the starboard right there in the middle. Who's got the best start? Tomas Lelovic.
Possibly
has got a good start on the right-hand side, but Angel Ruiz from Spain on the starboard has got the lead, along with Tomas Lelovic on the Sonova. Who is that gentleman on the right-hand side on the starboard? Also,
that's Nimrod. That's Nimrod Nia.
That's Nimrod Nia.
And keep an eye out for the Japanese paddler Kashiwagi. I think he'll be up there challenging as well for a top 3 position. He's had a good week, and in fact, there he is. There, I think, coming through. Oh no, he's just dropped. I think he's on the outside there, so he's moving maybe into 2nd or 3rd at the moment. Is that Kashiwagi with the cap on the left there, Matthew? I think let's try and get a better look-see here. But going into the lead,
Tomas Lelovic
in
Slovakia at the front. That athlete who lives in Finland.
Just behind him, it is Georgios Frakos from
Greece on the NSP, yes.
And then sliding there into 3rd place, I'd like to think it is the Japanese paddler, but we'll wait for confirmation. I think it might be, goodness me, don't tell me I got it right, did I?
481 or 487.
That is Kashiwagi.
That is Seiji
from Japan.
Kashiwagi, well spotted there, Ross. There's a battle for that 3rd place, though, with that starboard inviting itself at the front of that semi-final. Number 2 in the 40-plus men. There's a big gap behind him. Who is that on the starboard then? Angel Ruiz, most likely, because he did have a great start. We're going to need to... Yes, that's him. That's Angel Ruiz, confirmed by the GPS tracker. But making a move, Georgios Frakos.
The Greek is making a big move here.
The Greek wants to show what he's made of in this first lap, reaching buoy number 4. Now in first position, Tomas Lelovic is going to have to be careful, going a little bit wide there. In 2nd place, we've got the Japanese in 3rd, and
Nimrod Nia
and not Angel Ruiz in 4th. So I guess the GPS got it wrong.
Or is it?
Maybe not entirely sure.
I think they're all of those are wrong. I don't think. I think something's gone wrong with our GPS.
Let's go.
Now, there we have. That's more like it. That's correct.
That's-
Frakos, Lelevitz,
that's the one.
Kashawagi, Near, and Bart Jansiger is sitting in 5th at the moment. So just 3 will go through to the final, though. So at the moment there is a race in 4 here. One of these chaps will miss out. So they need to just stay focused here. Keep on their A game.
And look at that Japanese paddler making a move on Tomas Lelovitz. That top 3 is not secured yet for the sprint world champion Tomas Lelovitz from Slovakia. He's going to have to keep it together for another lap. He's in 3rd place. He was in 1st. Now Georgios Frakos looking strong at the front of the race there.
The Japanese paddler had a big wobble there, but he stayed on. That is Kashawagi. He looked almost like...
Going down! Tomas Lelovitz on the Sonora. Come on, Tomas, get back on that horse right away.
He needs to get moving because he's now slipped into 4th and he does not want to be 4th.
Tomas Lelovitz, the new world champion, the 40-plus men's category in the sprints, is in 4th place. A bad spot to be in when you want a final qualification coming up later on this afternoon. Georgios Frakos is having none of that, though, at the front. And looking very well composed in 1st position.
Seiji Kashawagi, the Japanese paddler, has now consolidated his 2nd position. And Nimrod Nur, who would have seen Toma Lelovitz go over. It was right in front of him, so he thought, okay, here's my chance. And so he's now trying to put a bit of distance between himself and Toma Lelovitz, who's back on his board. But you can see there currently sitting in 4th and quite a big gap between Lelovitz and Nimrod Nur. So I don't know whether Toma Lelovitz can actually make up that ground. He's going to have to work really hard over the closing stages of this 2nd lap.
I really like the turn by Kashiwagi. Very much in control. Pretty radical turn there by the Japanese athlete. Nimrod Nur, representing the ICF, is in 3rd place right now. A bit of a legend in his country, I was told. And at the front, it is the Greek. You know what? Right after these amazing championships, I'm gonna have to do some homework on a few countries, and Greece is definitely one of them.
Do those countries involve you going at the country's expense to spend some time there, maybe checking out some resorts and stuff?
That's a whole new business model you're actually suggesting. That's such a good idea, Ross. I'm going to hire you as a sales consultant for Total SUP.
I can see that it'd be money well spent for any country that wants to pay for Matthew to travel the world, just sample some local resorts, some local chicken nuggets, and maybe he can report back at next year's World Championships on what he discovered. But look at Georgios Frakos here. He is cruising towards the finish now. He's had a good week, Georgios, hasn't he? He's been consistent across the board and is really making a bit of a name for himself here in the technical as well. He will... I don't think this time is going to be as fast as Tommy Boudet's time. I mean, I might be proven wrong, but it just seemed to me that Tommy Boudet put down a pretty solid time in the first semi-final. Let's see if we get a minute. In a minute, we'll see whether Tomas Lelovitz has managed to make up any ground. No, not enough.
Looking very good. Georgios Frakos crossing the line in 1st place. Semi-final number 2. We've got 2 more coming up. Top 3 go through. Who's getting the 2nd place? It is our Japanese athlete Seiji Kashiwagi, and Nimrod Nur, representing the ICF, is gonna get it. 3rd place, ahead of a very unfortunate athlete, Tomas Lelovitz, who fell entering the water for lap number 2. Who's going to get that first spot for final B? Nimrod Nur is happy with that. Final A for the ICF representative, and Tomas Lelovitz unfortunately goes to the B final with 5:04. That's Duliane Sehung from Thailand.
Big shake of the head there from Tomas Lelovitz.